Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Virgos. We are doing your reading for Halloween week, I believe, the week of October 25th. And we are going to see what is going on. So your guidance reading for the week of October 25th, we're going to be using this Halloween oracle here just to kind of give us an idea of what the overall message is, or what is influencing the overall message for your reading. So beautiful spirit, what is influencing Virgo this week, October 25th? Thank you so much for all of your guidance, love, and light. I'm truly grateful. All right, so we've got the Death card, the Vampire, and the Night Song. I didn't realize all of those popped out at once. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's take a look at this Night Song. It says you have some hidden talents. Oh, Virgo, I can just see you thinking, what are my new hidden talents? All right. I wonder if it's blood sucking. Ooh, Vampire, emotional intelligence. So your emotional intelligence is probably going to come into play with these hidden talents, kind of using your intuition, not reacting. Let's see. And then we have the Death card in reverse, but we don't really read these in reverse. So the eternal cycle begins here. So it looks like you're heading into like a transformation. Definitely a transformation this week. You are rediscovering something in yourself. You are using your emotional intelligence and approaching a situation in a new way. Okay, let's see what's going on in your life path. Where are you? Where are you on your spiritual path this week? Where are you? So that last deck was the Halloween Oracle, and now I'm using the Ghoulish Garbs Terror Tarot. This is just a major arcana deck, so there's no minor arcana. It's a very tiny deck. So I figured we could use this. Plus these cards stick together. I need to use these cards because the cards stick together. All right, beautiful spirit. Where is Virgo at this week in the life path, on their spiritual path? What are they experiencing this week of October 25th? What are they experiencing the week of October 25th? There we go. There's one. New beginning. So, all right. Okay. Oh, wow. You have got such a good week coming up. Virgo, this is going to be an excellent week for you. All right, what's kind of our outcome position for our life path this week for Virgo? All right, come on, Virgo. What is the outcome of Virgo's life path? They've got a new beginning here. They're strong enough to get through it. They have the internal fortitude to get what they want and overcome any obstacles. And that's kind of like in our lesson position. So what's the outcome if Virgo knows that they're strong enough and good enough and can make this new transformation happen by tapping into their emotional intelligence? Ooh, we've got the Moon. So listening to your intuition, kind of being brave and addressing some of the things that maybe we don't like about ourselves and changing as a result of that. All right. Thank you, beautiful spirit, for that. Oh, and I promised myself I was going to use my new Sugar Skull Tarot deck. These cards are enormous. So enormous. But the artwork on them... I already pre-shuffled these. I don't know why I'm pulling these out already. I'm pulling this out because it fell out. So that's the Knight of Wands. We can figure out what he means later. But in the meantime, perhaps you are the Knight of Wands, Virgo. But our first card, this is going to pertain things that you're going to accomplish this week, either job or personal. So beautiful spirit, what is Virgo going to accomplish this week? Oh, there we go. Thank you so much for all your guidance, love, and light. We've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is definitely career reading. We're working hard this week for sure. working really hard, make time to rest. I'm here and make time to rest. Or maybe you'll have some downtime, but you are going to be mastering your skills and working your trade. All right, beautiful spirit. What's going on in Virgo's home? What is going on in Virgo's home? People and activities connected with the home. And we have the Sun and the 10 of Wands. So maybe maybe we have a little bit of being overwhelmed. So we got a lot of new stuff kind of coming in with the career, some new opportunity. But if I look at this on an emotional path, you are going through a change this week. I mean, you're tapping into your hidden talents, but I just feel like you're changing your mind. Like here, you're just, I feel like there's just a subtle change that you're making, and people in your life are noticing it. And they may even see that you have this new passion. I'm really feeling that this Knight of Wands is you, Virgo, and that you're very passionate this week, and ready to move forward, excited. And you're willing to work hard for it. Both at work and at home, and take, and still take enough time for yourself and rest, and do what you need to take care of yourself there. But I feel like people aren't sure about this change that you're making, this slight, subtle change. They know something is different, but that you can't really put your finger on it. But for you, I feel like it's less responsibility for you, and for everyone else are like, hey, I thought you were taking care of this. Isn't this like your deal? And you're like, no, that's not my responsibility. You guys can take care of yourselves. All right. So what is the unexpected coming in? What surprise? Oh, wow. Surprises or unexpected events happening this week. So we've got the 6 of Wands. So we're preparing for this King of Swords. He can be, King of Swords can be a Gemini. And then the 5 of Swords. So you're preparing for some sort of communication. Maybe you're giving a presentation to a boss, and you need his approval for something. But I feel like you're doing all the preparations for that right now. And that you've got to get through this King of Swords, who's probably seems like he would be very like detailed oriented kind of person. And then with this 5 of Swords, makes me feel like you're worried about conflict for this person. But remember here, it's like this is kind of a new thing. You're kind of passionate. You're marching in here. You've done all the preparations, and maybe you're a little anxious about this King of Swords and presenting these ideas to this King of Swords, and you're preparing for conflict. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I really feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised. This is really communication. You're coming in, and you're just hoping that this guy is receptive to it. And I think because it's in the unexpected indication or unexpected place that, overall, this is a good reading. You're getting some changes. I don't even think you have to worry. I think maybe you were concerned about having some sort of conflict or having to fight for this. And I have a feeling it's just going to be a lot easier than you expected, that they're going to see the same vision that you're seeing, and you're going to get what you want. And that maybe is what is unexpected this week, is you're going to get what you want. Okay, so what is your role? This is going to represent your mood and actions and reactions to events and people that fill up this week. So what is Virgo's role in actions or reactions and people that fill up your day this week? Thank you, beautiful spirit, for all of your guidance, love, and light. What is Virgo's role this week? Their role, their mood, their actions and reactions to the events and people of this week. Thank you, beautiful spirit. Oh, there we go. Ace of Cups, new love. What else we got? Well, it's going to be the overall outcome. What is the overall outcome of the day or of the week? What is the lesson learned or the spiritual revelation for the week? What is going to be the outcome of the week the lesson learned or spiritual revelation for Virgo for the week of October 25th. All right, Spirit, we're going to get one last card for this reading. All right, beautiful Spirit. What is the outcome, lesson learned, or spiritual revelation for Virgo this week of October 25th? Okay, well, I guess I'm being told to read the cards I have out here already. Right now we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I think with this Ace of Cups here, because you really have been really working hard and you're changing like this one thing that you're doing. This really very much feels like a career reading, and you're very much changing something about the way that you're doing. I think to kind of overcome this person who is maybe manipulative, is going to steal your ideas, get in the way of your ideas because he's power hungry or has his own personal agenda. And you're even anticipating some conflict with this person. But this Ace of Cups is telling me that, first of all, Ace of Cups is new love, right? This is a new love card. And it's in the reverse, right? So it's like, this is going to take a minute. Like, you're going to get what you want. This is a new beginning. This is new love, right? It's going to take him a minute, whoever this narcissist is that you're dealing with, to accept it. He's going to have to accept it as not his own idea, which is going to make him even more resistant because a good idea is not coming from this person. But a long way around. It's going to take a little longer than it needs to because of this person, but you're going to get what you want. And you're going to have to, overall, you're going to have some success. You're going to have some success with whatever new idea is coming into play. And it doesn't look like it's going to be too unhappy or too uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean any more responsibility for anybody, it looks like. So, all right, let's see. Beautiful Spirit, can we get this last card? What is the outcome for this week? What lesson does Virgo have? What is the lesson for Virgo this week? Thank you, beautiful Spirit, for all of your guidance, love, and light. I'm truly, truly grateful. What is the outcome, the overall outcome of the week? What spiritual lesson or revelation can we glean from the week of October 25th? I mean, you were just popping out like nothing before. There we go. There we go. So what do we have here? We have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So 4 is usually stability, and 7 is kind of like what your intentions to the universe are. Okay, so these are pretty good cards. I'm really feeling a strong energy with this King of Swords, who is just like a immovable obstacle, who is going to give you what you want, but boy, is he going to make you sweat it out. And I feel like, I mean, you're definitely going to you're building kind of the foundation, but there is kind of some upheaval that this idea is kind of throwing into the mix here. But your time in the sun is still going to happen. We still have this sun card over here. So you're still going to get what you want. It's just going to happen a little further down the road. We just got to deal with the Seven of Wands here. I think that your perception of this King of Swords, of being kind of like a manipulative person who's going to steal the ideas of others, I think that's a real concern, but I don't think he's going after you specifically. I think that you fear that you're not prepared enough, but you've prepared. You've definitely prepared. And you might feel like you're going to lose, but this idea is real and you really have the upper hand. So maybe this isn't the right person to be defending yourself from. Maybe he just wants a piece of what you have. So that's kind of how I'm kind of interpreting this. You've got a big week, a big change in your career ahead this week. I don't really see anything in terms of love, just lots of wands and swords. So lots of passion, career, and new ideas. Yeah, I wish I could do a bigger reading, but that just seems very clear. That things are going to change. It's not going to change as quickly as you want to. This guy, this King of Swords, is definitely looking to get in your way a little bit, but it's not forever. It's definitely not forever. You're going to get what you want, and you're right. And it's not going to give you too much grief to go after it. So let's see what Spirit gives you for the week in terms of guidance. Beautiful Spirit, thank you so much for all your guidance, love, and light. I'm truly grateful. What guidance can you give Virgo to their highest good for the week of October 25th? Ooh, that's an interesting card. Oh, I got her again. I guess if I was going to read this, no, this I want to say if I was going to read this as a love reading, but I just don't I don't see any love reading here other than the emotional intelligence. And if you are in a love reading, this is a walking away. I don't know. I guess if I was reading it as a love reading, you are doing something small in your own behavior to change things around you and the people around you. And they're definitely responding to you differently. I do feel like you have prepared for this fight or this argument or this conversation. You're very passionate about what you're doing. I just feel like Spirit is just saying that you're on the right track. And you're going to get what you want. And it shouldn't cause you too much grief. Just keep thinking about the things that you're thinking about. Those high vibrations. All right. So we've got this first card here, which is number 24 in the Santa Muerte Oracle by Fabio Lestrane. But for me, this card just kind of looks like, it's almost like generations. So like, to me, this looks like Spirit, probably the sun, but to me, it's like Spirit that's kind of going through each of these generations. So generations of people are with you, are supporting you. And this generation has got the world in their hands, right? And they're looking in the mirror and they can only see themselves, but they have all the support behind them. So that's how I'm interpreting that card. And that's the number 24, which also can be number 6, which is the Lovers. Number 6 is kind of like a preparation cards, kind of gathering all of the information, or it's just kind of a culmination of stuff, whether it's memories or ideas or knowledge that you're just bringing together. And then we've got the number 30 here. I'll have to look up what she is, but she's a very sexy skeleton. Number 3 is for the Empress, and she's very sexy. So I'm imagining that this is some sort of divine feminine thing happening here. And then 28, and it looks like the skeleton is at a crossroads. He can go to the past, he can go to the present, but he is onward into the future. So you can see that the bright sun is shining on him. There's birds flocking in the direction that he's going. There's another wagon on the trail as well. And he's got his little music suitcase there. All right, so let's dig into some of these meanings here. For number 24, I forgot. This is such a... So number 24, this is flux. The last card of the world of formation shows us that we can only obtain self-realization and do significant things in the world if we understand that our present is generated and connected by every kindness and every crime of the past in a continuous flow. We are like antennae that can receive and transmit the original light that comes from the 8th card of emanations, which also reaches us through our parents, our grandparents, and our ancestors, and through the form we have given our gods. So just listening to this makes me feel like the small change that you're making this week is something that everybody in your family does. And you have just recognized it and have decided, I'm just going to do it different. And nobody can put their finger on quite what it is that you did different, but it's healthier. And I feel like you're healing some ancestral stuff there, and it's impacting your whole life in a huge way. So it says, the advice of the dead, remember that you are the one in the present holding your future, and that if you want this future to be positive, you must first look inside yourself, because every action you decide to take in the world is nothing but a reflection of yourself. So yeah, you have nothing to fear. Come forward with your ideas. You have something here. And in coming forward, you are coming full circle and healing that ancestral wounding that we all kind of carry on through our families and pass on to our own kids until somebody just heals it and stops it. Number 30, this is realization. It is the card of accomplishment of one's work, the realization of one's project, but also the comprehension of the entire process we are immersed in. Something with faraway roots has passed between our hands, infused emotions into our hearts, and finally bloomed like a flower in our mind and then in our work. And I really feel like Wednesday, if you're presenting this on like Monday, today, the 25th, I think by Wednesday, you're going to hear something and have more of a conversation. And your idea is going to, it's just going to take root. It's just going to take root. But it says something with faraway roots has passed between our hands, infused emotions into our hearts, and finally bloomed like a flower in our mind and then in our work. We are made up of the same particles that make up any other atom of the universe. When we are moved by something, it is the universe that watches and is moved by itself, participating in this joyous merriment that was made possible only by the form, albeit a transitory one, that the Holy Mother has given us. Okay. And so I think, just like this card here where it says you really don't have anything to fear, but your own perception. So any fears that you have going into presenting this idea, any opposition that you might come across, I think you're going to realize that maybe some of that is just preconditioned to be anxious and not feel like your voice is heard. And here you're going to come to a realization that your voice is important, because all of our voices are very important. So you will be heard this week. Your ideas will take root, and be confident in yourself. You've got everything that you need. You've worked really hard to get to this point. All right, number 28. All right, 28. This is action. This extremely dynamic card pushes you to continue your actions, especially in the direction of a specific choice that you will see illuminated by the sun. You have obtained good results, but you must understand which direction to take them in. No work can become great, positive, and universal if one does not constantly act to bring it and spread it in the world. In case of a deadlock, it will be necessary to project oneself toward the future and understand where the present's problems come from, perhaps by reconsidering the actions of the past. The advice of the dead: you have the necessary baggage on your shoulders to face the new adventure before you. Do not fear and proceed without giving the problems of the past too much importance. So, my beautiful Virgos, that is your reading for the week. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment and let me know how this resonated for you. I am truly grateful to be able to kind of pass these messages along. So liking, subscribing, and sharing definitely helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week.